can, that whatever we talk about is rubber stamped and agreed upon. That means that we as the government also can have a chance to rubber stamp these particular suggestions here, so that we do not have to carry them, number one, to the people of Kenya to change the constitution or referendum, or number two, take them to parliament where there's going to be a proper debate, what we think we might lose. So it's a win-win for us and for you as well.
The current constitution of parliament do not reflect on the democratic expectation of the people of Kenya.
Yes.
We have the separation, the principle or the doctrine of separation of power, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Currently, we have an executive that thinks it is the judiciary, it is the legislature, and it is still the super executive. So, in other words, I'm just trying to tell you that any talks that is aimed against Kenya Kwanza in parliament is a lost battle before it's even fought. The president boasts of parliamentary majority. You saw what the president did. Osoro was on media. They bought opposition MPs. And this is what baffles me with this Kenya Kwanza adherents.
Yes.
These people do not understand what they want. They want an active, vibrant opposition. When the opposition, when the same people are actually fighting to bring down the opposition composition by buying the opposition sellouts. Number two, the same government wants an active, vibrant opposition. When the people led by the opposition go to the street, they sanction outright state murder. You wonder what a vibrant opposition they want. Number three, or even if I leave it there, let me get back to my colleague here, Nabiswa. I want to educate Nabiswa for a few minutes that I'll speak. Nabiswa, this is your time. I know you people of Kenya Kwanza, you rarely learn.
Nabiswa, am I supposed to give you my notebook?
Yeah, you deserve a notebook.
Nabiswa, you're just about to get into a lesson.
I want to educate you. Number one, you seem to be suffering from inadequate access of information. Or rather, you tend to forget faster. You are in government. I want to believe so. You've just told me, or even if you're not in government, you just told me that this 8% fuel issue was brought out by handshake. Do you know somebody called Aden Duale? Don't respond. Aden Duale is the current CS Defense. He was the former majority leader in parliament.
Yes.
Just keep quiet. I want to educate you.
Yes, Sankara, go right ahead.
You don't ask the teacher when.
Yes, Sankara, go right ahead.
So, Aden Duale was the majority leader. When you talk about debt that was moved from I don't know what scale to what scale, do you understand the parliamentary procedure of approving debts? Majority leader, actually, I want to tell you, if there are people lying about, to ask the people of Kenya about debts, maybe they can, not all the listeners belong to the UDA school of politics. Some of us can neither be in Azimio nor in UDA. The deputy president, Dr. William Ruto then, who is the current president, is aware of everything. Number two, Kimani Ichung'wah, who was the chair of committee.
He had been
just a moment.
Yes,
he was the chair of that committee.
Yes.
During that time,
let me leave Kimani Ichung'wah when you want to protect him. Let me go to Aden Duale. He was the majority leader.
But he was
today, majority leader.
Was in handshake.
Don't interrupt me. Today, majority leader who is Aden Duale.
Give him time.
Aden Duale, who was the majority leader, is in government.
Yes.
Kimani Ichung'wah is the majority leader today. They have the audacity to walk around the country and tell the people the handshake, the debts, only fools can buy that. I want to beg. I'm not a fool. I may not buy that. Number two, so when you come here to tell us that the fuel issue was actually brought about by handshake, that's a brutal lie. And when you said that is what you said. When I'm coming to that 8%.
Yes.
The 8% you're talking about. Now you just said that the government, some of these issues we need policies. I want to tell you something. Kenya boasts of super governance policies all over this continent. Actually in Africa, we have best policies unimplemented. So when you want to tell us that the fuel issue, the 8% was increased, well, it was increased, but I've just told you who and who was in which position.
But you are wrong.
I'm subjected to be wrong because I'm a human. I'm not 100%. So what I was meant to tell you is, between 8% VAT,
yes.
you know all of us shop daily, and 16% VAT. Is that what you really mean, Nabeswa, in your right senses and thinking as a young person? Is that what you mean by handling these economic matters in Parliament? When you can actually come with a bill that proposes to raise the VAT from 8% to 16% in a row.
Okay.
This is coming at a time
yes.
that the country is battling with an economy that has left the major population to hand-to-a-mouth kind of economy. Actually, go down there. People don't buy food to stock. Nowadays, people don't eat ugali and leave it and give chicken. Chicken are left on their own to survive on the microorganisms in the soil. The food that is available for consumption is only for the people who are there. So it is outright lie for someone to come and tell us that we can discuss these matters in Parliament. I would tell the president and the opposition leader, Raila Odinga,
yes.
do not accept your political hardliners or to be captives or hostages of your political hardliners' future political prosperity. There are things you can discern and do away with at the moment.
Yes.
We must not sacrifice somebody's life today to give somebody a political life tomorrow. That is inhuman and injustice
yes.
and uncalled for. Let us know some of these things they can decide. But actually, let me tell you, if Raila and Ruto decided today that they want a serious bipartisan talk, it will happen. I can tell you. The opposition leader wields the power of the opposition leader. The president is the CIC. He will tell Eshunga, you know what, stop backing. I know you're my defense dog, but this is my time.
Yes.
Stay aside.
For the march.
These things can work.
Yes.
But here comes where the president has got, the president is very smart when it comes to communication. If you do communication skills, you'll understand. He has mastered the art of doctored message. When he goes to Mount Kenya, there's a particular way he speaks to the Mountaineers. The president, when he goes there and he says handshake, he invokes the hatred against the former president. Because, this government got in power
yes.
By demonizing Uhuru Kenyatta, the handshake, and Raila Amolo Odinga in central Kenya. So, to me, I don't take offense when the president is very vocal about handshake and it is in central Kenya. It is a way to contain those people after they are taking Michelle and Anyama.
Yes.
That's how to contain them. I have no problem with that. I would want to hear the president talking about the same issue when he
yes.
goes to Western Kenya.
For the march.
When he goes to Migori.
Yes.
All those selective places he goes across.
Yes. Nabiso, I'm going to give you a minute, please,
Okay.
just a minute, because I want to cross over to Prof.